Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome to Courtesy Violation.
Welcome.
It feels so weird looking into a camera, so I'm just gonna
Don't look
bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Y'all just missed a great conversation. We were talking about odd-shaped dongs.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different ones out there.
Trevor said his is kind of flatter.
Flatter, yeah. Well, you were talking about the size of your fingers, and I was like, my wiener is about the size of my four fingers stacked together. And then I thought, how cool would it be if your wiener just looked like four fingers stacked together? It's just like flat and long.
like one of those tapeworms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapeworm dick.
Tapeworm wiener. Oh, shit.
That's it, though. I mean, that was pretty much the extent of the conversation, too.
Yeah, but that's just what we do. A lot of wieners. We've been talking a lot of wieners since Tina's been on. It still blows me away that people pay. I mean, I guess if you have a good one,
Yeah,
you pay to get it rated. But somebody that doesn't have a good one, how do you pay to get humiliated? Unless, I guess that's your thing.
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Well, she said that she focuses on the positive.
That's true, but still.
But yeah, I know there are some people that probably prefer, like if they have a bad dick, they want to be told that it's bad. That's probably their thing. But for the most part, most guys,
No.
yeah. That's what I've always wondered about those dick pic things.
And if you have a huge one, right?
Yeah.
You don't pay people; they pay you.
Sure, I guess. That's
Yeah, I don't know that.
that's what we've always been led to believe.
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
There's a lot of cool stories there's a lot of cool big dick stories and all the, all the cool things that come with having a big dick, but I've never seen it firsthand.
Yeah, I have no experience with that.
So I'm starting to think maybe my penis isn't very big.
We got some good stories today, or good things. We got Lonestar, kind of people leaving like crazy.
Seems like quite an evacuation.
They're re-signing a few too, but then there's rumors. I'm not going to say, but I don't know. Something's going on there. We'll never know. But then we got, what else we got today?
DGN 2.0. We'll talk about that.
The new app. I've perused it.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, looks like it's probably going to be better, I guess. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens whenever live coverage comes along.
Yeah. I mean, the coverage is the main thing, right? But the app is better.
Yeah,
so far, navigation's better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much our three topics.
Wieners.
Lonestar.
And the DGN. That's all you're getting today.
I did want to say, like, when we had Tina on, and it was really cool to have her as our first guest. Thanks, Tina, for coming on. One thing funny when I was talking about, sub to her OnlyFans, I really did sub to her OnlyFans for like research. Like, I really was like, I mean, I can use it for the show. Maybe I can make some jokes. And I mean, probably not 5 minutes within subbing, 3 or 4 swipes, like my penis was out. I was fucking straight to jerking off. It's just straight back to the old ways, And then the podcast research just went right out the window, and I was just back to my primal needs. And I was like, ugh. And then when I finished, I laughed. I was like, this is ridiculous. You're a fucking animal, dude. You couldn't contain yourself.
We are animals, dude.
Yeah.
As males, we are primates.
Yeah.
Man. We cannot help it. Like, you cannot put something like that in front of us and not expect it to, I mean, it's just what we've been doing for so long. Man.
Well, I was, I really was wanting to potentially use it. And then also,
I mean, what research were you going to do?
I don't know, maybe I can make some funny jokes. There was some disc golf porn on there, I figured something could come from it, maybe some questions, but also nothing ended up coming of it. Because I don't even remember. I don't even remember what happened. I don't even remember what happened because I jerked off and I was just in a horny, just frenzy. But yeah.
Yeah, you should have, I've got that theory, like, not to try to do anything too important when you got a full sack.
Yeah.
Because your mind's not clear.
No.
So in my
That's
theory, after you unloaded,
I should have went to the research.
Your research should have just been.
Yeah. No.
You should have knew everything about that. Which I think you did know everything about the OnlyFans.
No, I cleaned up, forgot about it until I was horny again, and then jerked. And then I was like, research.
Back to research.
No more research. Back to
You put a lab coat on.
Got some data to collect. I'm doing it for the data. Got to run some tests. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened there. Yeah. Also, it's great that disc golf porno in itself is awesome because, like,
it's disc golf and porn.
It's disc golf and porn. I mean, right? It's all, but like, I feel like most women, the sound of disc golf, if they're not into it even almost a little bit, just makes them drier than the desert. And then TinaDiscs,
she loves it.
Opposite.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the opposite of dry.
The opposite. Yeah.
She loves it. Like she loves disc golf.
Loves
That's
disc
so
golf.
Cool.
Yeah. Go support TinaDiscs, y'all.
Yeah, and whenever you sub, because you're gonna sub,
of course.
Tell her we sent you.
Tell her we sent you. I don't
Give
think
us a little love.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get 10% off or anything. We're not working any kind of deal out like that, but should be like, cool.
Yeah, she'll come back on maybe.
She might come back on the show. Yeah,
that's what we want.
That's true
for sure.
I did think it was funny too. That was just like when we set up the cameras. It was their first, YouTube. Podcast on YouTube, and when we set up the camera, it looked at just the two chairs sitting next to each other, and I was looking at the laptop, and I was like, we're about to talk to Tina. This looks like fucking it looks like casting chairs. Like, this looks silly as hell.
It was a very casting chair feeling to it. Like we've moved some shit around this week. We've went 2 cameras.
Yeah, 2 cameras.
You'll have to excuse us if we are figuring this shit out as we go.
Yeah.
We don't have a producer. We have dummy right here that knows nothing about technology. I'm literally in my 40s.
I'm with producer. I'm gonna need that shirt.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s and don't know shit, and I'm learning on the fly.
Realistically, I should be the one trying to do it, but he's been really fucking hooking us up. He's been carrying the load for this show for about 1.5 years now, I guess.
Idle hands, baby. Idle hands.
Yeah.
I like to stay busy anyway, but this is a little harder. It took me, which if you go back, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of new listeners and viewers from the Tina and from being on YouTube now.
Just from being superstars in general in the disc golf world.
For sure. We're taking over the world for sure. But if you go back and listen to like our first episodes of the audio, they were not good. Like the audio was bad.
Yeah.
It took me a while, but I figured it out.
He did his research. He put on the lab
This
coat.
is going to be the same way.
Yeah.
It might take a week, but we're still going to put the shit out.
Yeah.
You're still going to get the content, but every week.
If it looks like shit, deal with it. Just watch it anyway.
The next week, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
And then the next week, and before you know it, it's going to be amazing. We're
He's
going to have graphics popping up
yeah.
and fucking pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. It's going to be like a PowerPoint from like a work presentation. There's going to be like the fireworks. It's going to be some cool shit, dude, over here.
Just ride with us.
You should have seen.
Ride with us.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're working out the kinks though, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're putting in 90% of the work as far as the technical stuff goes. So thanks.
Oh well, I mean, you could help a little.
You're
I
like,
guess.
no, don't say thank. You don't know thanks necessary. Just help.
Just do something.
Buy a camera.
I mean, it's all going to be steps. Like I was trying to warn the people because we are going to have a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And our content's great. Like you're not going to find funnier shit in my opinion. My humble opinion is if you like our style, you're not going to find this kind of disc golf content anywhere else.
That's true. If you are into our humor and disc golf, there is exactly nothing like that anywhere else.
Yeah.
That is true.
And we might not even talk about disc golf. We probably should quit saying disc golf.
At this point.
We just do what we want.
No, now we're
no
YouTube
gods,
stars.
No masters.
No gods, no masters.
We do what the fuck we want.
It's the courtesy violation way.
It is. And then we're going to ride it that way.
Yeah. I was wanting to say, get a fucking nose picker counter for me.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, watching the footage from the interview with Tina, and I'm sitting here like, this nostril? I don't know if I look like a cokehead or if I look like...
I think that's what people probably thought.
Or if I just look like with the accent, they're probably like, well, it makes sense that he's digging in his fucking nose. I'm just like, so like, you work with any other people?
No, but being on camera is different, for real. Like, it's a whole new nerve thing. I mean, it took me a while to get comfortable just on a mic, but now
that you've rocked the mic
and
mastered it.
The mic, yeah. But this is all new. Like, I feel odd right now. I don't know if I want to stare at this. I don't know if I want to look at you. I feel more comfortable looking at you, but I know the people want to see this.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I'm looking at you. Same thing. I don't give it. I'm not.
That's
even
what we're
gonna think
used
about
to fucking. Yeah, that's what we used to do. We usually just when we're just on audio, we stare at each other's eyes. And
yeah, dude.
Fucking mind fuck each other.
Yeah, we were fucking each other when you guys didn't even know it. We were doing it telepathically.
I was so deep up in his head.
Mm-hmm. So deep in them brains. But yeah.
Lonestar.
Let's
talk some disc golf.
A seeming evacuation.
It seems there's some people leaving. And some people coming.
Yeah.
Connor O'Reilly signed.
Yeah.
They re-signed the husband and wife. I can't even think of their damn names.
Husband and wife.
Yeah, Carey's.
Oh, Deanne Carey. And, yeah.
Yeah, they re-signed. They extended theirs, so they're still going to be there. Nico's signing some kind of fucking papers. I'm assuming. I have a hard time thinking he's leaving Lonestar because of Sacred Disc.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
sure.
I don't know.
See, my thing is like, I would at first when I saw the picture on Instagram of him signing a paper, I was like, it wouldn't surprise me if he left Lonestar because he's such a flighty person. Flighty club.
Ooh, I almost wore a Flight Club hat today.
Oh, you should have. But after thinking about it, you're right. And then he had made a post afterwards, like doing a giveaway with his Sacred Discs and follow. He did the thing where like tag a friend or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I think the possibility of him leaving Lonestar is, probably not likely. Did you see the mushrooms that was next to him though?
The mushroom mix, yeah.
Yeah,
super mushrooms or something.
Yeah.
I take some of that stuff. That would be awesome if he did.
Yeah,
I think he is more of a natural, healthier guy.
He is.
I mean, so
yeah. Into herbs and such.
Yeah, that would make sense. So
yeah.
But I honestly think it's an extension. I think that's what it is.
Sure, but I wonder why he had posted though. What if he was just eating mushrooms and he was tripped off? He was tripping out so bad that he was like, "Hey, take a picture of me signing this contract."
He could possibly.
And I was like, "There's nothing on that paper."
It's possible, right?
Well, there was something on it.
Yeah, but it could have been fucking anything. He could have just be fucking with people.
He could have been writing that S from the early 2000s on it. If you zoom in and that's it. Yeah. Little 6 lines.
Yeah, that would be fun.
What if maybe he's just writing down the lyrics to "Lose Yourself" from 8 Mile?
Yeah,
that's probably what he was doing. He's just like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. There's no telling what he's doing. I think, my opinion, I think it's an extension. What do you think? Do you think he's leaving?
I think it's some kind of partnership with UFC.
He is in the...
Now that he's in jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
That's only his next logical step.
That makes sense.
Is to probably do something with the UFC. Ultimate Flight Club. Yeah. Finally. We could have Nico. I mean, we have chess.com doing the chess.com Invitational in Brooksville, Florida for the opening of the season. Let's get the UFC in there.
When we seen that, both of us were like, because we were together when we read it the first time, we were both like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, I did a little research. Chess.com is huge. Like 500 million users a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's nuts. I just made that number up, but it's big. It could have been 50
500 million.
It's a lot, though.
500, there's no way 500
okay,
million.
50 million.
I didn't even roll that. That number is so big to me when you said it to me. I'm just like, wow, dude.
It's fucking big.
Yeah, if you would have told me. It's so hilarious. Dude, Lonestar has like 5,000 molds, a gajillion molds. I'm like, really?
Jesus. That's a lot. That's a lot of molds.
Man.
That's more than Innova.
Yeah, that is. But, Yeah, what were you saying?
It's a huge company.
Yeah.
Chess.com. Like, I didn't.
Interesting.
I never heard of it. I ain't gonna lie.
When I read,
I don't play chess. I mean, I honestly don't even know how to play checkers. Nevertheless, fucking chess.
Yeah.
But
disc
yeah,
golf,
it's huge, dude. It's a huge company. So it's kind of cool that they're coming in. I don't know what made them.
it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the conjunction is.
I don't either.
But
If you think about it,
cool.
golf is chess and disc golf is checkers.
Maybe.
That's how I look at it.
I mean, that makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah. We should be sponsored by checkers.com. That's more.
We should be sponsored by Aggravation. You ever played Aggravation?
No.
Yeah.
Connect 4?
Connect 4 would work, yeah.
Is that kind of like that?
No, Aggravation's a little bit funner. Well, it's aggravating. It's aggravating talking about too.
Okay, let's quit talking about it, dude.
But yeah,
they get like that.
We definitely need the Aggravation to be more. But I don't know, like, chess is golf, you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess there is more strategy to golf than there is disc golf, but not really.
Right.
Not really.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, a move is
it's
a
just
move.
harder. That's it.
A move is a move. You do have to think ahead.
Yeah.
In chess, as you do in golf or disc golf.
Fair.
I mean,
when I read chess.com invitation, when I saw the video of Paul Macbeth saying it, I was trying to think of something funny even just for the show, and I'm like, chess.com invitation? That was all I got from it. It's just like, all right, chess.
Well,
okay. Another sponsor.
It being the Florida Invitational or whatever it was named originally. So Florida, and you said chess. I thought you said chest. I thought it was a fucking bunch of strippers or something. Like,
chest.
Yeah.
Chest.com.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Tits Out in Florida. Tits Out in Brooksville is what it used to be called. They changed it to chest.com invitational.
They dropped that lawsuit against them.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I read that yesterday or today, this morning. Yeah, the judge was like, nah, you ain't got a case. So they dropped it.
Good for them.
Whoever that guy is.
Yeah, the dude that was pissed with sued Dylan Cease and Paul. Yeah.
He's got hit with a disc or
got
something.
Hit with a frisbee.
But it was during a sanctioned tournament, so it should have been
PDGA. Yeah.
He was just trying to, I'm pretty sure that what it came down to, he was just trying to money grab. Like, I'll fuck with these millionaires. They ain't going to waste the time.
Yeah.
They'll give me $50,000.
Sure.
The bad thing is, he's like, he owns a disc golf store.
Yeah, yeah.
And Paul has been like really like helping the local scene and like helping the stores and everything else. And they said he's done.
Yeah.
Like
done with it.
Yeah. He's just,
good.
Everybody's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
yeah, he made an ass of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, but more people leaving fucking Lonestar.
Oh, yeah.
That Josh Hofstra guy.
Yeah.
That
marketing guy.
Marketing dude, which I only knew him from Twitter, and I only knew that he left because he posted it on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I bet people that it's almost like a story for us because he's pretty active on Twitter, and he's good on Twitter, and he's good at marketing. Look at how big Lonestar's grown in the last few years while he was under his, his marketing. But like, most people that aren't in the circle, the disc golf Twitter circle or X circle, and you said Josh Hofstra left Lone Star, they'd be like, I didn't even know he played for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's probably not a huge story for everybody, but it kind of is for us.
I'm glad
weird.
I'm sure you clarified that. Thank you. I'm glad you clarified that.
But it is like for most people that follow, I don't know what was and wasn't his ideas, but just the fact, the numbers, I would love to see the numbers, the growth in the last 2 years at Lone Star. It's got to be absolutely crazy.
I wonder whose idea it was for the Ranger team.
Maybe his. I would think and if it was, it's fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's got
nuts.
Those 200,000 PDGA members going a frenzy.
Yeah, that's like I said. We've always and it's not just us. Everybody jokes about the Ranger team. Anybody can be on the Ranger team, but when it comes to business, dude, that's smart as fuck.
It really is.
You're selling so many fucking discs. You're giving them a shirt and a one-time one time big discount. And then, but then you got
to throw 75%.
I thought it was 90.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're right.
I think it's 90 because in my head I always thought if you threw 20 discs, which I carry more than that.
Yeah.
But if you threw 20 and you had to throw 90%, that means only 2 of your frisbees could not be Lonestar. So that's
all their discs. Yeah,
so that's 18. That's 18 discs that somebody has to buy. To be throwing 90. That's a lot of fucking frisbees to buy.
It really is. Yeah.
And if you got, let's just say 4,000. Nah, it's probably not that much. Let's just say 2,000 people on Lonestar Ranger team.
Sure.
Multiply that by 18. That's 36,000 discs. That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of discs.
Tell me the number. What's the number? How much money are we talking?
Well,
roundabout.
I mean, what did I say? 36,000 discs. And let's say they profit $10 off each disc. Profit. I'm talking after. I don't even know if that's close. But let's say they profit $10 per disc. That's $380,000.
Wow.
And I think I actually did that right.
See, I don't even know if you did or not, but I'm just like, wow.
I'm pretty sure that would be $380,000.
Yeah. You could have told me
they don't profit $10.
You could have told me $250,000, and I'd have been like, that's crazy, dude.
I've heard the markup on all frisbees at disc stores or your local disc store is like way up. So I don't know. They probably aren't making. I would assume they're not making anywhere near $10 a disc.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, material and labor and everything else. There's no way.
No, it is with the dog. With that guy submitting his dog for the Ranger team. I thought it was funny is like people submitted dead people like when voting when people do that with voting. Yeah. That'd have been another good way to get them.
They probably did make enough though that they could have kept Chandler Kramer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he chose to leave. He just said he was leaving.
Yeah.
And that bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when's the first time? It could be different for other people. Maybe people in different regions, more Southwest Texas area, maybe they knew about it. The first time I ever seen anything to do with Lonestar was the European Open. And Chandler Kramer was on the lead card, and he had a shirt on. And he was still throwing a mixed bag at that time.
Yeah.
But he had a Lonestar shirt on. And I think I would think that's the first time that a lot of people had ever heard or seen a Lonestar symbol or anything. Yeah. So it kind of bothers me. And I like Chandler Kramer. I've always been he seems like a real cool guy.
It was the multicolored hair that sold everybody.
It definitely caught your attention.
It did.
Excuse me.
They saw the hair and then they were like, what's Lonestar discs?
Yeah.
Some cool people throw Lonestar. Let's check this out.
It's different.
Yeah. It is a different look. But yeah. Chandler Kramer, I wonder where he is going. Because he signed a 2-year contract with him. Now he's leaving. What's the greener pasture for Chandler?
Whenever he first posted it, he asked the question, who should pick me up? Which, to me, that means he doesn't know where he's going. So he didn't, to me that means, and this is just all assumption, right? But that means it wasn't his choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think he'd be a great fit with the mix bag, the Infinite Thought Space EV7 mix, because I'm turning into a huge Infinite guy. First off, I'm throwing
because I want him to. I like Infinite because I'm biased.
Well, I am throwing more and more Infinite for sure, and I might eventually switch over to the EV7 putter, but I don't know. I've been putting with them in the basement, and they feel good.
Changing putters again.
I don't know.
Change putting styles while you're at it.
I do every 2 weeks. I'll never be good at putting because I can't never settle on.
You're like, I know why I can't putt with these EV7s because I'm straddle putting. I'm gonna go back to stagger.
But I think the Infinite, the mix, I guess you would call it a mix bag or a retailer sponsorship. The Infinite, the Thought Space, and EV7, or just Infinite and Thought
Sure.
Space, or just Infinite. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But thing with you just have such a bigger choice in molds when you go that route, instead of being a low tier. And I'm not saying Chandler Kramer's low tier. I don't want to come off as a dick.
Well,
But instead of being like a low tier person on Innova or MVP or
Right.
whatever, like I would rather take that and have more choice in molds.
Get to throw what you want.
Get to throw what you want. Yeah.
Or Clash.
Yeah, Clash is right there too. I mean, like, there's the people that have deals with all those.
Yeah.
Clash, Not Space, Infinite. Infinite's seems like to be like the headliner, or Clash even. But yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. But I could see him going anywhere. MVP.
Yeah.
MVP could use somebody.
Could use some weirdness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doomsday.
Yeah.
That'll be Doomsday Discs' first sponsored player. First, professional sponsored player.
No, I think I just throw mixed bag. They've already got a professional player. Dustin Keegan.
Oh. I
Yeah.
didn't realize Dustin. Maybe I did know that, actually.
He's their first, or I don't know if he's their first, but he's a sponsored player. I have one of his signature discs.
Interesting. Doomsday player.
I think it's Dustin Keegan. I might be wrong.
I wonder if he rolls around the ideology behind the disc to the owners. And
I don't know.
I want to meet these people at Doomsday. If you listen, reach out to us. I want to know you. I want to know just what kind of people you are, because your discs, the line makes me laugh. Like, the line of discs make me laugh. Like the fucking prepper line is because it's all based around like Doomsday. Get it?
Yeah.
Cataclysm.
But I've thrown like 3 molds, and I don't hate any of them.
Dude, we love the landmine.
The landmine was fucking money.
The landmine is sick. I want to revisit it.
Yeah.
I know we gave it away when we used to do giveaways, but I want to revisit the landmine.
The
I wanna
landmine
try it
was
beforehand.
sick.
Yeah.
Just the hand, it's so weird in the hand, but man, the flight of it was crazy. It just where you threw it and just went down. I mean, it was nuts.
I think
it was like a Berg, but
that's the thing.
Different.
Now you and I both are throwing the Berg more recently. Shout out Berg Nerd.
Berg Nerd.
But we're throwing the Berg more recently now, and now I want to go back to the landmine and see if it's how similar it is, because I love the Berg.
But I think it'll still be the same thing with you'll like the flight of the landmine, but you'll hate the way it feels in your hand.
Yeah, it's boxy. I remember being squared at the bottom.
It feels like a trash can lid.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
But, the flight was great. I mean, it was just straight, and it was almost like at the end of its flight, it didn't fade at all.
Yeah.
It was like this helicopter, like it just
Yeah.
hovered down.
Yeah, once it slowed down, it just kind of...
Yeah, there was no fade. There was no turn.
Yeah.
It was just straight and then later down.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
I mean...
Cool flight.
What do you expect? They make them in they make them in bunkers. I don't know. But yeah, Chandler Kramer to somewhere. We'll see. Hopefully, wherever he goes, they treat him right. I'm hoping mixed bag, and I'm actually banking on mixed bag with you.
Think so.
I'm not with necessarily.
This seems like a good fit, right?
Yeah, he's for sure. And like you said, I mean, he's not necessarily a higher tier player in that regard, so it's probably, I mean, one of the better deals I think you could have for that, probably just mixed bag.
Yeah.
Do the Drew Gibson route.
Yeah. I think, Maria Oliva worked it. It seems like she's happy.
I'm trying to remember everybody else with mixed bags. There's James Proctor,
yeah.
a few other
Eric
ones.
Oakley.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone will be obvious whenever I hear them. I just can't think of any of them.
Yeah, it's Maria Oliva. Hell, that's about all I've got.
That's about all it goes in mixed bag.
There's got to be more, right?
And the idea of a mixed bag, like a few years ago, I remember it being relatively like a new idea, and people going on about. I thought it was going to take off more than it actually did. Even I thought that you're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
But unless, like I said, I just haven't been paying close enough attention, or I'm forgetting a shit ton, or not realizing there doesn't seem to be a lot.
No,
a ton
no.
of mixed bag players.
I mean, when it comes to like mold choices and stuff, it's got there has to be a positive to it. And that's one thing that I would think that might sell players on like Innova. They got so many molds that surely you can find something close to what you want. You know what I mean? They have. I was just scrolling through their molds last night. I was on Infinite and I was just scrolling through Innova molds, and there's so many.
Too many.
There's so many.
One may argue too many.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of them. I mean, they're overlapping so much, but they got the best. They got some of the best molds.
Yeah,
Leopard 3 is.
There has to be another disc that they made 25, 30 years ago that flies like a Rolo, or similar. Pretty similar.
Isn't the Rolo?
Maybe I'm wrong with new disc technology, but
no, I mean,
there's just so many frisbees.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the same thing like the It. And comment if I'm wrong, because I don't give. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Comment anywhere: Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. I think the It, or was it the J? I don't know. I'm getting all mixed. There's so many molds.
Yeah.
But like one of them's like the Roadrunner, or no. They're getting to the point where they're using bottoms and tops of their molds. So they're taking the bottom mold of some frisbees and using the top, pairing it up with another disc top. So I want to say that Rolo has like a Banshee bottom.
Banshee?
Man, I can't remember, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
It doesn't matter, but what you're saying is like
I'm for sure about this. They're pairing, like it's two different molds. Like they're using. I'm just gonna make some shit up.
Make it fuck yeah. That's what we do on this show.
They're using a fucking leopard bottom.
Yes.
So the bottom of the flat plate is the leopard and the top is a destroyer.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
I mean,
that's exactly what a Rolo is. Bottom's a leopard.
Yeah, that's how they made the Rolo.
Yeah. And sure, you would think it'd probably be a distance driver.
Yeah, but it's not. And you think it might be a little overstable. Not with that leopard on the bottom. That leopard makes it flippy as fuck.
It makes it much more flippier than a normal leopard.
Yeah, but that's what they are doing. That they're using the bottom molds and top molds and making new molds.
Yeah, like a centaur.
Pretty.
They're like, this is a. I don't know. There's not a disc with like a man's name, is there?
No. You got Northman. You got
No, but it's got to be Innova, right?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, it's got to be.
Because it's got to be like half horse and half man.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Colt.
any man. There's a lot of animals.
So we took a Colt bottom,
yeah,
and we put a KC Pro rock top, and it's a centaur. Stupid. That was stupid.
I like it.
If we brainstormed, we could think of better ones, but you get it.
Well, yeah, we're just doing it.
We're doing it live.
They're Frankensteins, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They're Franken-discs.
Where did we even get to? How did we even get to that point?
About
just Innova having too many fucking molds.
Yeah. Well, because we were saying that having a mixed bag, there would be advantages because you'd be able to pick molds from different companies, different manufacturers, and I said with Innova, you wouldn't even need another manufacturer because they have so many fucking molds.
Too many.
And that's how we got to
That's how we got there.
The Mantar, or whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah, the Minotaur. Centaur.
Centaur.
Yeah.
Minotaur.
Or any other
Minotard.
anthropomorphic creature.
Oh.
That's a big word. I don't even know if I used it correctly.
That was nice. Look at the big brain on Trev over there.
Mm-hmm. I got to step up my game. I've been reading a lot more since we started doing video. I just figured, I want to sound, if I'm going to sound well, I want to look and you want to pair. That didn't make any sense.
No.
I've started reading a lot more.
Have you really? I was proud of you for just a few seconds.
No. I read that DGN 2.0 came out.
Yeah.
Is coming out.
It
already came.
Mm-hmm.
When I first read it, it said that they were pairing with INSYS Technologies. What is it? INSYS Video Technologies. And I swear I read it as ISIS. And I was like, whoa, I haven't heard from those guys in a while. That's where they've been. They've been working with DGN.
They're doing streaming now. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so
it seemed like all their streams that I've seen before in the past, they weren't great.
No shit. It's always been pretty low quality from those guys. So I guess
couldn't even really tell if they were chopping for real.
And they have been missing here. as of recent, in the last, I don't know, like 8 or 10
They've
years.
been in the lab working.
They've been in the lab working, putting in the work, maybe, and they've been doing better video.
Yeah.
Are we the ISIS of disc golf podcasts?
Oh God, no.
No, we won't say
we
that.
We don't want to say that.
Too crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, you forget who ISIS is. You
We're
haven't heard from them in so long.
We're more like the Branch Davidian of, you know the Branch Davidian is? No? Waco?
Oh,
Colt.
that Colt? Yeah.
I've been on a big Colt kick here
You
lately.
really have. No shit.
I've been reading.
Is DJing going to team up with a Colt?
Maybe. They already got one. It's fucking disc golfers.
Yeah, dude.
It pretty much is a fucking Colt.
They really are.
It's so weird that we nerd out on shit, and anybody that's not in our close circle are just like, the fuck are they talking about?
It's true. Whenever you talk at work inside baseball, inside disc golf, yeah, people give you some looks.
Yeah.
Or they'll ask a question every now and then like, what's a hyzer? It must sound crazy.
And then you
Sounds like
take
we're speaking
15
German.
minutes to explain, like, well, see, if you lay it down on this, right hand back, if you're a RHBH,
Yeah. You'll learn the terms later. You'll learn the abbreviations later. I had to explain the flight of a disc to someone yesterday. Yeah. As an idiot, you know, just like if you throw it backhand like this, and I was like doing the motion, and it's going to naturally want to finish to the left. But if you throw it like this forehand, it spins the opposite direction, finishes to the right.
Way.
Yeah.
It's all physics.
Yeah.
I always like
You're like,
saying that. It's physics, man. I'm not really can't explain it too well.
Yeah, I don't really want to get too big into
the gyro of the disc propels it forward, then it slows down,
spinning.
So it has to go. The energy has to go.
You don't even have to keep going, dude. You don't want you to bore these guys with your fucking
with my big brain
physicist talk.
It's all physics, man.
It's all physics. But yeah, I was explaining that to them. And then they were like, how do you get it to go completely straight? And I'm like, that's a little, you got just trying to explain that. You throw a landmine, a doomsday landmine, prepper line.
The new app is cleaner.
Yeah, it is.
The navigation's better.
Like you said, the navigation is better.
It's cleaner. It looks better.
It does.
But like you said earlier, we'll see about the stream.
Yeah, it's supposed to handle larger influxes of viewers.
I hope so.
That's a fucking big selling point. So the reception should be better with it being that new system too. So
now, am I wrong? Did I hear that that ISIS company?
It's ISIS.
Is it something to do with Amazon also?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
They're owned by like Amazon something. I read it. I forgot what it was.
It's probably the same people, and I think I read this too. Something to do with the Thursday night streams that Amazon does, the NFL stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's something to do with that. I'm sure it's not the same caliber as the Thursday night streams on Amazon, but.
Right. And at some point, whenever they don't know when, at some point they're going to go from 30 frames per second to 60. So it should be the coverage should even look better and sharper, and like changing from shot to shot should look better. From what I read,
that's cool.
And supposed to be implemented at some point. It said.
And the big thing is DVR. That's
DVR.
Huge,
pause, rewind.
Pause, that's
fast forward.
Yeah.
You can fast forward live coverage with this new ISIS shit DGN's doing. They've been fucking in the lab over there.
Fast forwarding fucking time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Changing the space-time continuum? Big deal, ISIS.
They've been in the caves working.
They've been in the bunkers in the caves working. Yeah.
The whole DVR thing, that's huge.
That is the selling point, because I missed that whenever it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time where, like, if I needed to at the time, go to the store to get beer, I would just leave and then come back and rewind.
Start right. Yeah.
And then fast forward through all the commercials.
See, I love the commercials.
Well, I do now that I'm made to watch them.
Yeah.
Now I've got a more respect for them.
Plus
some of the commercials are getting
better. Yeah, for sure. They're definitely getting
Disc
better.
golf's getting less lame. It really is getting less lame. Less and less lame as it gets older.
We're getting fucking fancy.
Yeah.
Well, we're not.
Yeah, ISIS, dude, this is a big deal, buddy.
We're not getting fancy. But
yeah, we are. We got the cameras.
Oh, yeah, we got cameras.
We got cameras.
I'm not even looking at it.
You're putting in a lot of fucking work for this show, dude.
I got to look at him. This feels weird.
Yeah, quit looking at it. Quit. Look at me.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, it definitely, the commercials, everything's getting bigger. And I haven't heard the price of DGNs is not going up, right?
I haven't heard anything about that yet.
See, that was the first thing I assumed was like, oh, they're going to go up on prices, which I wouldn't care.
I'll assume they probably will.
I like it. I like what they put out, even the off-season shit. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but it gives me something to look at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I mean,
excuse me.
I'm sure they'll go up on the prices, but also you'll be able to link your PDGA account with it, so you don't have to have some generated code like they did before. So you'll just be able to put your fucking.
That's good, because that was a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times people will be like, I can't figure that shit out.
Right.
I don't know. It was something to do with like you had to pay month. You couldn't do the year, or did you have to do the year? There was some way that you had to do the billing. Like either you had to pay monthly, or you had to pay yearly. I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember it either. I remember having trouble with it whenever I did it though. But I'm also stupid.
Yeah, me too.
But this should be better. I'm hoping it's going to be better.
My numbers, dude. I know my numbers.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
do it. What's your numbers? Okay, not here.
Not here.
Cover it. We're going to Brody Smith this podcast where you will not know our numbers. PDGA number. Beep.
Mine's short.
Yeah?
I got a 5-digi.
You do. I forget that. Before the 100,000s.
Yeah, I was going for 100,000 because they were doing that giveaway.
Oh yeah, what were you going to win for 100,000?
I think a fucking buzz or something. No, they did.
This is back in disc golf was lame.
The 100,000th person, they got some kind of fancy frisbee or something.
Oh, I wonder what the 200,000th got.
Probably a fancy frisbee.
Probably a spot on the Ranger team.
Probably the same thing. A 250 person got an Insanity or a Crave.
Sure, yeah. They look cool though.
Those new Craves.
Yeah, the new membership discs.
Is it Insanity or is it Crave?
It's one of them.
It's one of them.
I know they're black and they have a glow rim.
Yeah, there are two with the glow, the Eclipse rim, but the R2 plastic. Yeah, they look great. I'm telling you, R2 plastic feels good. I'm not a big MVP thrower. I've changed putters, mid ranges putters. There's some MVP Axiom in the bag for sure, but
you're getting to where you're throwing some MVP. You're about to cut it off.
I want to throw a Crave. Like I want to like the Crave.
Fucking buy one and throw it.
Well, it's never gonna be a Leopard 3, brother.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not to me. There's no. I don't know that anything's ever gonna kick a Leopard 3. It's just it's home.
It's home.
It's just like the warships.
It feels comfortable.
I love a lot of those MVP Axiom gyro. I guess I could just say gyro. But I love a lot of those mid-ranges.
It's pronounced Euro.
I love the Hex. I love the Matrix. I like both of those. The Reactor, great Frisbee. All three of those are like, I could see myself bagging all three of them. But I've got a warship that is home.
Yeah.
And I got a warship VIPX, which is a little more wind resistant, a little more torque resistant. It's home. It feels just like the other one. You know what I mean?
Ain't straying from that path.
No. I can't bring myself to taking the warship out of the bag.
Yeah. I'm about this close from going to Buzz, from Buzz to Pathfinder.
Oh, you really?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. From trying the Pathfinder.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I'll even fucking like it. I don't even know how similar it will be to a Buzz. I just imagine probably pretty similar. If I had to guess.
You've been throwing that Buzz for a long time.
I have been throwing the Buzz for a while. But man, I've said it before too. Hex could take the spot easy.
Hex is the nice disc.
Hex could take the spot, but Pathfinder would probably be my first move.
You like a lot of thought space, don't you?
Yeah, I just like that. I like what their brand does. I like their artwork. I like the silly little stories they have behind all the discs. We're like in ancient times. And they build up a story for why the disc was named that. That's fun. I don't know. I like the players on their team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like their shirts.
I do too. I like some of their molds. I mean the Construct.
Yeah.
Nice.
Construct's a good disc, yeah.
Mantra's a good understable fairway.
Praxis. If you want a putter that flies like a mid-range, get a Praxis.
I've never thrown one.
Said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times.
You throw the fuck out of them. You throw them good.
I like it to throw to praxis.
I like it to throw.
Yeah. I had a question. That pretty much wraps up the DGN 2.0, I guess. I mean,
ISIS, rewind, fast forward.
Better quality, probably.
Go up in price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Videos of beheadings.
Shut it down.
We'll see. Okay, no more.
Next thing. Next subject.
I had a question from no more subjects. I had a question from a listener who's actually a friend of mine, Shay. He texted it to me. And the question is for you, obviously, not for me. It is, if sucking dick gave you better disc golf... Yeah, I know. Right out of the gate. Really aggressive.
Did he not, I don't... fellatio?
I don't know, man. This guy goes...
What a piece of work.
Yeah, he's an animal.
I almost said trash.
What
a piece of work.
I wouldn't... It's not below me to call him trash. If sucking dick gave you better disc golf... I'm sorry. I'll quit saying it. If performing fellatio gave you better disc golf skills by 10 rating points per inch,
whoa!
How big of a penis are you sucking? He put sucking without a G. No apostrophe either, just sucking.
Oh, yeah, dude.
How many are you sucking? Let me read it like he typed it. If sucking dick gave you better DG skills by 10 rating points per inch, how big of a dick are you sucking?
10 per inch.
Yeah.
My goal was 900.
Yeah.
And I'm rocking, a 873 right now? So 3 inches would get me to my goal. Wait a second, though. Does it matter how much that I take? He just says...
Suck. It's a good question.
Do I have to take those 3 inches? Or can I do a 8-incher and this worth a knob? Yeah,
he didn't really go into... You found a loophole. So what's your answer?
Oh, well, if I can do it, 12, 13. If I can just do the knob.
Yeah, just the big one.
Yeah.
You're not even counting inches.
Just the helmet, yeah.
You're not even counting inches.
I'm not going to worry about the helmet if that's all I got to do.
Oh, okay. I'm going all the way just for the fun of it.
Just see if you can.
Just see if I can. Like, dude, hold on. I'm not gay or anything, but I've always wanted to see if I could do this. And I'll just feel like, hold on. I like get down. Like, hold on.
I got to warm up, dude.
I'm like, hold on.
I got to warm up.
Just to see if you could.
I got to stretch. Yeah, I don't know. Just for the rating points or the skill?
This is a serious question.
If it's just for the rating points, I don't even care. Like, if it was for the skill that comes with the rating points. He didn't.
Well, it has to. You have to have this.
It's not very well thought out.
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking question, Shay. Keep sending us questions. Keep sending us questions, guys, if you want us to answer your stupid fucking questions.
Don't say S and D's.
Yeah, don't be obnoxious.
Performing oral or, slobbing on the knob or...
Be a little more grown up about it.
Yeah, God damn it, Shay. Piece of shit.
He would say that, too. He came out dressed like a fucking professional snowboarder the other day when he came out playing with me. He had giant glasses on, long-ass hair, a beanie. His face was red like he was...
Like his face, windburn.
His face was red like it was windburn or like from UV from the snow, but it's probably just that high BP.
Thought he didn't have a high BP.
That's true. That's true. He did go from the green monsters to the blue ones, and that will lower your BP. Hypertension.
Proven.
Hypertension be damned.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Blue monsters.
Blue monsters. The switch. If you're having an issue with high blood pressure, and if you're a Red Bull person, maybe try the sugar-free Red Bulls.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah.
That's what my doctor told me to do.
Yeah. He's like, you need to quit taking all this lisinopril and amlodipine and start trying some blue monsters. He said, fuck, Shay tried it.
No, I guess I would take what I could.
Okay.
I want the skill that comes with the rating, though.
Yeah.
I don't just want the rating. I could give I have goals, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think...
fuck the rating. Give me $20.
Just give me some cash. Yeah, I don't even need to be a better disc golfer. Just give me more money.
Pay for my tournament.
That's funny if you said that to a professional disc golfer that's like touring, living in a van. Like, hey, it's the same question to him, and he's just like, I'll suck a dick for just $5,000 or something. What do you mean? Give me the. I don't give a fuck. I need gas money, dude. Sponsored by Prodigy, you fool. What do you mean? The rating points. Yeah. That's about it, though, huh?
I'm ready to roll.
Wrap it up.
I gotta get used to looking at this camera.
Yeah. I did want to say before we did leave, I don't know how or when we'll plug this, but we did get a new sponsor just recently from the folks over at Heiser Creep. Go check them out. HeiserCreep.com. Buy their shit. It's horror movie themed disc golf apparel.
It's sick stuff.
Two things that have absolutely nothing to do
Trevor's
with
got
each
the
other.
hat on right now.
Heiser Creep. These guys are awesome.
Good guys.
They seem like good dudes. I think it's 2 respiratory therapists, and they started selling fucking Frisbee clothes. Horror-themed Frisbee clothes. And that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
As far as horror Frisbees.
Clothes?
To match clothes. I wear clothes. I love hats.
I knew I wore my shirt in the other day, and my wife, she attacked me.
Really?
Fucking attacked me.
Which shirt?
That my Heiser Creep shirt.
Oh yeah, and she just jumped on you.
She was all over me, dude.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm dripping. I'm like, yeah.
Heiser
That's what
Creep.
Heiser Creep does. It makes them drip.
She's like, did you get a new haircut? Did you do something to your beard? Heiser Creep shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, it looks like you lost weight.
No.
No.
Heiser Creep shirt.
Creep.
It's slimming.
I wore it when I played it last week.
Yeah.
Shot PR.
Really? Perfect round.
No. Personal record.
Oh.
I was 16 down.
Personal
it was
round
close, so
16 down. So it was
16
close.
down. And it was I've never shot any more than like 4 down. But I wore the Heiser Creep shirt.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah. It's 12 extra strokes down.
That's awesome, dude.
That's what those shirts do.
I was wearing this hat the other day, and a guy walked by me, and he was like, "That's a fucking awesome hat." I mean, like, I didn't get better at disc golf, but he thought the hat was fucking rad. And I was like, thanks, dude. HeiserCreep.com.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, too. Fucking the holidays are coming up. For the person in your life that loves horror and disc golf, I know that seems like a limited amount of people, and there's probably not a ton of them.
No,
but there's probably a few. Hey, and if they're not into those two things, get them a fucking Heiser Creep shirt anyways, because they're that cool.
They are cool.
They only have a few designs as of now, but they're a new company.
Go support.
Go fucking support these
disc
dudes.
golfers support disc golfers.
Yeah, and I don't want to drag this out too long because they're gonna forget what the fuck we're even talking about. But go to HeiserCreep.com, use code CVPod at checkout, and you can get 15% off. 15% off. This economy, dude. That's a good fucking deal. And you'd be helping out some cool dudes.
Respiratory therapy.
I say dudes, but whatever the people are working on their team.
Might be lady dudes.
Yeah. Could be a bunch of lady dudes. We don't care.
We know one of them's a dude.
Yeah.
That's the one we talked to.
We actually don't even know if he is. Yeah. They are.
He might, it might be a chick with a fucking rad beard.
Could be.
No,
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
HeiserCreep.com, use code.
None of my goddamn business.
Use code CVPod at checkout. Get 15% off. Do that and support those guys. They're awesome. I'm going to keep buying from them and supporting them because we love them.
We love Heiser.
And we love you.
Thank you for watching, listening, whatever. We do love you.
Oh, go to YouTube.
Never mind.
Subscribe and hit the notification buttons.
We got to remember to do that.
Unless you're a lazy piece of shit.
It would be right here or over there or down here. I don't fucking know.
All right, bye.